Sorry, folks, park's closed. The moose out front should have told you.
The open road, the family packed into a station wagon, and a singular, glorious destination, Walley World. In 1983, National Lampoon's Vacation turned the classic American road trip into a legendary disaster piece. It was the ultimate quest for family fun, where everything that could go wrong did, hilariously. But behind the laughs, the making of this comedy classic was a wild ride of its own. Welcome to the real story. Today we're firing up the Family Truckster to uncover the untold secrets of the Griswold's first adventure. If you've ever survived a family road trip, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You don't want to miss this adventure. Number 10. It was based on a darker story. The movie might be a beloved comedy, but its origins are much darker. The film is based on a short story called Vacation 58, written by John Hughes for National Lampoon magazine. In that original, more cynical version, which was told from Rusty's point of view, the destination was Disneyland. After the trip from hell, a completely unhinged Clark Griswold finds Walt Disney's private address, hunts him down, and shoots him in the leg. The filmmakers wisely decided to make Clark more sympathetic, but that raw, chaotic DNA remained the heart and soul of the film. Number 9. The poster was a parody of Conan the Barbarian. The film's poster is a legendary piece of 80s art. Clark Griswold is a mighty hero raising his tennis racket to the sky. This was an intentional parody of the hyper-masculine adventure posters of the era, specifically the poster for 1982's Conan the Barbarian. To perfect the joke, they hired the legendary fantasy artist Boris Vallejo, who was famous for his paintings of Conan, to create the art. It was a brilliant marketing move that spoofed the epic genre and perfectly captured the gap between the glorious vacation Clark promised and the chaotic disaster he delivered. Number 8. The Family Truckster was designed to be awful. The iconic Wagon Queen Family Truckster started life as a 1979 Ford LTD Country Squire before being handed over to famed car customizer Dean Jeffries. He was specifically instructed to combine all the worst trends of American car design into one rolling monstrosity. The final product, in its infamous metallic pea green, featured 8 headlights, a bizarrely placed gas cap hidden behind a license plate, and a single, pathetic airbag that was literally just a trash bag. The car became such a beloved symbol of anti-style that fans have since built their own real-life replicas. Number 7. The girl in the red Ferrari was frozen with fear. Christie Brinkley's appearance as the girl in the red Ferrari is one of the most iconic cameos in film history. But at the time, Christie Brinkley had never acted before and was overcome with stage fright on her first day. Director Harold Ramis, known for his calm demeanor, spent extra time patiently coaching her through the scene. Christie Brinkley also later admitted to being genuinely scared during the driving shots, as Chevy Chase would improvise by swerving the massive station wagon erratically, adding a layer of real terror to her performance. Number 6. Cousin Eddie was based on a real person. Randy Quaid's portrayal of the freeloading, socially clueless Cousin Eddie is comedy gold, and that's because it was based on a real person. Quaid has said that he modeled Eddie's unique mannerisms, including the constant tongue clicking, his pristine white patent leather shoes, and the way he never blinks, on a real guy he knew from Texas. Quaid's genius was playing Eddie with complete sincerity, never as a joke, which is what makes the character so hilariously and uncomfortably authentic. This disastrous road trip is only just getting started. If you're enjoying this look back at a comedy classic, hit that like and subscribe button. Oh, and you'll want to stick around, because coming up, we have the story of the original ending that test audiences hated so much they had to reshoot the entire finale. Number 5. The infamous dog scene. The scene where the Griswolds accidentally drag Dinky the dog behind their car is a classic moment of black comedy. But the original cut was far more graphic, showing the dog's lifeless body bouncing along the pavement. According to director Harold Ramis, when this was shown to a test audience, they let out a collective horrified groan and the theater went dead silent for the next 5 minutes. The joke was so dark, it completely killed the comedy. So the filmmakers wisely cut it down, leaving the dog's fate implied rather than shown. Number 4. The kids were recast as a running joke. The famous running joke of recasting the Griswold kids wasn't originally a joke at all. It was the result of a scheduling conflict created by John Hughes himself. He desperately wanted Anthony Michael Hall to return as Rusty for European Vacation and personally offered him the role. However, at the same time, Hall was also offered the lead in another Hughes-penned film, Weird Science. Faced with the choice between a supporting sequel role and a starring original role, Hall chose Weird Science, forcing the recasting of Rusty. The producers then leaned into the idea, telling the original Audrey, Dana Barron, that they were starting a tradition of using new kids for every trip. What began as a one-time problem created by Hughes's own success became the franchise's most iconic running gag. Number 3. The theme song was a flop at first. It's impossible to think of Vacation without hearing Lindsey Buckingham's cheerful anthem, Holiday Road. But when the movie was first released, the song was a commercial flop, peaking at a dismal number 82 on the Billboard Hot 100 and receiving almost no radio play. It was only after its repeated use in the sequels and the film's constant rotation on cable TV that the song became a cultural phenomenon, forever associated with the promise and peril of a family road trip. Number 2. The Magic of Walley World and its one-day star. The Griswold's final destination, Walley World, isn't a real place, but you can visit it. All the theme park scenes were filmed at Six Flags Mountain in California, where the big roller coaster they ride is actually called the Revolution. The real magic of Walley World, however, came during the film's massive reshoots. The legendary John Candy, who played the security guard Russ Lasky, filmed his entire role in one marathon 24-hour day. A comedic genius, he improvised many of his best lines, including the hilarious ride descriptions he gives the Griswolds. Number 1. The original ending was a complete disaster. The triumphant finale where Clark forces John Candy to open the park was a desperate last-minute fix. In the original cut, the Griswolds don't get to ride any roller coasters. Instead, a completely unhinged Clark Griswold drives straight to Roy Walley's private mansion, storms a boardroom meeting, and takes the CEO and his executives hostage at gunpoint. The sequence even included a bizarre soap opera twist where the girl in the red Ferrari reveals she's actually Roy Walley's daughter. When this was shown to test audiences, there wasn't laughter. It was only stunned silence. They felt Clark had crossed the line from frustrated dad to violent criminal. The studio panicked, scrapped the footage, and spent millions on a reshoot that saved the movie and gave us the joy of the Walley World raid we know today. National Lampoon's Vacation isn't just a comedy. It's a shared cultural experience for anyone who's ever been trapped in a car with their family chasing a dream that was probably better in their head. It taught us that the destination is never as important as the disastrous, hilarious, and unforgettable journey. What's your favorite Griswold disaster? Let everyone know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, this is no longer a vacation, it's a quest.